So, hello everyone. Welcome to another Team Sync, and we will go straight to it and just go overview what happened last week. As you know, you can check the file and all of the stuff we already discussed up here. But yeah, let's move on and focus on what happened last week in terms of new things and growth and all of that. So the first one is both an announcement and a win for the tech team. Who wants to announce this one? Francisco?
Ruben can.
Ruben.
Yeah, just to tell everyone that we were already working with Pallavi. She was working part-time with us, but we are really happy with her and what she did so far with us. So we extend the offer she accepted, and she will start in October with us full-time.
So just to kind of clarify, Pallavi joined as a kind of contributor, then moved on to kind of part-time contractor role, and now she's a full-time contractor role, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Just to make it visible for other people that might be joining as contributors to see that there's a path that they could follow.
Exactly.
Cool. Pedro, tell us about the next D-Nights in a couple of weeks.
Sure. So we are kind of kicking off season 2 of D-Nights by hosting the first D-Night. And it's going to be a different one because it's going to be a day, D-Night by day. So we're going to have a co-work day and then a roundtable, like a panel that I'll be moderating on DAOs. And then you know, the actual D-Night after that, the party. So it's a different model than what we used to, but I think it's going to be great. Yeah.
Yes, excited for it. If you're in Lisbon, just follow this link and yeah, meet us there. Next, tell us about your traveling to Dublin.
Yeah, I'm going to be flying to Dublin to be part of a panel there. So our lawyers, they've been inviting me for a bunch of stuff, and I decided it wouldn't be a good decision for our community to keep saying no until the end of the world. So I decided to say yes. Dublin was slightly closer to base. I haven't been there in a while. So, and the topic is quite cool. So really looking forward to this one.
Cool. Yeah, will be a lot of events coming up. Next, about extending Gustavo's stay with the team full time.
So we had the chat with Gustav during our during our co-work day. This was when was this? A couple of weeks ago. And yeah, Gustav, I realized that we didn't officially announce it, and yeah, Gustav is staying with us till the end of 2022. The main reason is there's like a couple of reasons. One is after, you know, pre-planning season 3 and what's coming, we realized that we don't have anyone to really take ownership of Level Up on the core team. We don't really have anyone, and Level Up is too important not to be taken seriously. And the second thing is we're still subpar when it comes to productivity around product. So we talked to Gustav. He accepted. Gustav, do you want to compliment what I just mentioned?
Yeah, not much to say. I love the mission. I love the team. I usually don't like to stay as long on a project, but this one is special, so
special
that's
people.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, special mission, special people, special everything.
Yeah, we're lucky to have you, Gustavo. Thank you. And we also were mentioned on newsletter, right, Pedro?
Yeah, it's I think it's the most read newsletter in the HR tech space from Hung Lee. Was a good friend of Talent Protocol. Yeah, maybe he's a bit biased. He mentioned us there, but it's always nice to get organic mention. So yeah, that's it. I may have the link. Yes. Yeah, I'll share in the Notion.
Yeah. Add the link here. Yes. Thanks. Yeah, Ruben and Francisco, tell us about the progress you've been making in terms of product.
Yeah, it was basically something that I wrote here because I felt that last week was a good week in terms of development from us. So it's good to share these vibes with the community. So we achieved some good features of development, and we will do a Loom just for everyone in the community to be aware of them. But it involves basically new notifications, some improvements in the chat. And yeah, so we will basically soon share it with all of you.
Thanks. Good to hear. The next one is mine is more like a learning / idea that I kind of saw in different places. And usually this means something when you see the same thing in coming from different sources. So the first one was from feedback from Talent House, one of the participants giving feedback on the application process and how it would be much easier for him if the application was actually integrated with Talent Protocol instead of filling out a survey and that being done by email. He fills out the profile, his profile is his application, and he can just track the status of his application to Talent House in the app, so you can see if it is submitted, if it's under review, if it was accepted, if you won or not. There's one interesting thing is that the email we sent him saying he was a winner, he actually thought it was a spam or a scam because of the subject that mentioned you won something. And also I've been thinking about that and also kind of in the competitor analysis we're doing with a contributor with EO, he also mentioned something similar of how Talent Protocol could be, or we can have or help kind of with I don't know, boot camps, grants and all of that. So this idea of Talent Protocol profile serving as almost a facilitator for applications can be a good idea and a good value proposition. So of course for our stuff, so we fill out your profile to apply to Talent House, to apply to grants, to apply even to the bounties in the future. Instead of the type 4, we just fill out your profile and say I want to apply to this bounty. But more than that, using the Talent Protocol profile to facilitate applications in other communities. So everyone that has a grant or has a, I don't know, some sort of bootcamp, education, a scholarship, accelerator, they can just accept applications with our profile, and that will give them more than a lot of information about who's the applicant, and that could be like a short-term value proposition for people to create their profile and to keep the profile updated, because that's kind of their key to apply to different stuff. Any feedback or comments to this?
I have a request.
Yeah.
I would like Evo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if it's Evo Zap or whatever. Sorry for butchering your name. To come on a team sync first, and then maybe on a community call and present his results in like 5 minutes or 10.
Yeah. No, I asked him to do a Loom doing just that, but we can.
Or even better, he can do like a Loom and then come on the meeting, and then we have a discussion with him.
Okay, perfect.
Even better.
Perfect. I'll talk to him. Lastly, it's still mine. Yeah, we're just kind of this idea of after seeing Ruben's kind of update with all those things we've done, just trying to bring back this idea of the bi-weekly product updates, either in written or with the Loom every 2 weeks, kind of to go with the sprints. So the first one, since this sprint will end this week, and in the end of the week, doing kind of a summary of everything we shipped, delivered during these 2 weeks.
This is so important, this reverse feedback to the community. So what I do with the investor updates, usually it unlocks a lot of things just by sharing, whether it's ideas or the investors helping us with the specific problem. Just the sharing part is so fundamental for any community. So I really would love us to double down on this in all fronts, because it will help us be better at our jobs as well.
Yeah, this will also be like a follow-up. Can anyone edit this or just while I read the last part? Because yeah, we already didn't do a very good job of time boxing. But yeah, I mean, Gross doesn't have a lot of story, but it should have a lot of actions or stuff we do. Yeah, but basically it was not a very good week. Of course, August is probably not the best month, but Gross, as you see, Gross in terms of users still kind of stalled, so not a big improvement there, just getting a few more users every week, and visitors and engagement also decline. And talent token applications, I mean, you were asking here, Pedro, it's the number of people that applied to launch the token this week. The only thing that kind of was better was the time that people spend in their page, but I think that's also related to because the visitors decline, so probably the people that visit are the ones that use it the most, use the platform the most.
So me on Friday, I met with Sarah again to continue working on activation, and we have a few more ideas that we'll follow up on this week. Try to keep these numbers up and stable. So yeah, we'll share more details before we send out those campaigns, but we are looking to send a mix of messages through My User and emails through MailerLite to try to compare the two, see how it works, because it could be interesting to do this through messaging as well. So yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, let's think on that next week. Any last comments, feedback? No, good. So yeah, see you all next week. Yeah, enjoy your summer if you're in the part of the world that is having summer then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.